afternoon and welcome to ICU TV Lunchtime News with me, Miriam Deborah Gamani, and I'll take a look at the stories making headlines. 8 killed, 10 injured after vehicle ploughs into pedestrians in Monze. Fire destroys barbershop and clothing store near UTH. Nabs fall in major cannabis trafficking and possession operations. And now in our international news, Mali vows action as Islamist Blockade threatens fuel supplies. And in our sports news, Zambia rugby team seeks national support ahead of competition. Stay tuned for more news after this. And now the news in details. 8 pedestrians have died and 10 others are seriously injured after a Toyota Noah veered off the Monze road and crashed into a group of people participating in a village procession. The incident occurred around 21 hours at Katea village in Chiefs Chongo's area, Southern Province. Southern Province Commanding Officer Alseisho Daka confirmed the incident and said the driver, who was also injured, fled the scene. The vehicle was later set ablaze by angry villagers. The injured have been admitted to Monze Mission Hospital for treatment. A fire has destroyed a barbershop and a clothing store near Lusaka's University Teaching Hospital UTH Menget in the early hours of the morning. The incident occurred at around 01:56 hours and affected a barbershop owned by Rodwell Piri and a clothing shop belonging to Catherine Namakure. An eyewitness, Josephine Lukele, a security officer at UTH, said the fire is suspected to have started in the barbershop due to an electro fault after spreading to the neighboring store. The blaze destroyed 4 barbering machines, a home theater, and a mirror in the barbershop, with losses estimated at 14,000 kwacha. At the clothes shop, a pair of women's coats and skirts worth 10,000 kwacha was lost. Though the fire brigade responded and extinguished the flames, significant damage had already been done. Authorities are yet to confirm the official cause of the fire. The Drug Enforcement Commission (DEC) has arrested 4 individuals and destroyed 44 tons of fresh cannabis in separate operation conducted in Kafue and Livingstone District. In Kafue's Chifamas area, officers discovered and incinerated large quantities of abandoned cannabis plants. 2 men were arrested during the operation for trafficking in cannabis and possessing prohibited items, including muzzleloader and 1 shotgun. Slaughtered Duka. Meanwhile, in Livingstone, 2 other suspects were apprehended intercepted as South African registered truck. A search led to a discovery of 50 kilograms of suspected high-grade cannabis packed into 50 pre-packs. DEC Deputy Public Relations Officer Teresa Mawera confirmed the arrest and reaffirmed the Commission's commitment to drug trafficking activities across the country. The Lusaka City Council (LCC) has reported 2 separate fire incidents within Lusaka District on 17 September 2025. The first occurred at house number 76 along Independence Avenue near State House. The LCC Fire Brigade received the alert at 19:51 hours and swiftly responded, successfully extinguishing the blaze by 20:30 hours. The second incident involved a main bus reported at 18:34 hours. Quick action by bystanders managed to put out the fire before emergency teams arrived. The council has since urged residents to remain vigilant and practice fire safety at all times, emphasizing that prevention and quick reporting can help reduce damage and save lives.
The Lusaka City Council Fire Brigade unit yesterday recorded 2 fire incidents in Lusaka district. One incident occurred near State House along Independence Avenue at house number 76. The fire brigade unit received a call at 19:51 hours and responded immediately, arrived at the scene and managed to extinguish the fire by 20:30 hours. Another fire incident involved a minibus was reported at 18:34 hours. Fortunately, the fire was extinguished by onlookers before the fire brigade arrived. The prompt action of the onlookers prevented further damage. In light of these incidents, the Lusaka City Council appeals to residents to uphold safety measures to prevent fire incidents. The council urges everyone to be vigilant and take necessary precautions when handling fire, electrical appliances, and other potential fire hazards.
A boost to Zambia's health sector as government rolls out 119 ambulances under the Constituency Development Fund. The move is aimed at bridging emergency healthcare gaps, especially in rural areas, and is part of efforts to make quality health services more accessible. President Hakainde Hichilema says that ambulances must be properly managed and used to benefit the people. Miriam Deborah Gamani has more details in the following report. The government has officially flagged off 119 ambulances procured through the Constituency Development Fund as part of the efforts to improve emergency health service delivery across the country. President Hakainde Hichilema, in a speech delivered on his behalf by Minister of Local Government Gift Sialubalo, said the move is a major step towards strengthening the health system, particularly in rural and underserved areas. The president has directed local authorities to ensure that the ambulances are put to proper use, serviced regularly, and benefit the communities as intended for.
Through the financing from the Constituency Development Fund, we are handing over about 119 ambulances to our constituencies. Ambulances which are being handed over today are lifeline for many and are therefore equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to help medical personnel to perform primary medical procedures to the patients.
Health Minister Dr. Elijah Muchima noted that the ambulances will reduce the burden faced by health workers in transporting patients to medical facilities. Meanwhile, Local Government Permanent Secretary Nicholas Piri said the rollout is a clear demonstration of how CDF is transforming lives and bringing services closer to the people.
For those that carry the pain of despondency and hopelessness, and today they are benefiting Your Excellency, they are appreciating the CDF.
Ambulances moved from the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency to the main arena at Lusaka Showgrounds, mark a milestone in the government's commitment to inclusive healthcare. Lusaka Province Minister Sheila Mulyata highlighted the increase of CDF from 1.6 million to 36.1 million kwacha, stating that such investments are delivering tangible results in communities. This initiative is expected to contribute to building a stronger, healthier generation and ensuring that no Zambian is left behind in accessing timely medical care.
Mr. President, through your visionary leadership, you've been able to increase the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, which has been increased every year from 1.6 million to the current 36.1 million.
Meanwhile, there is no mention of the total number of the ambulances as promised by the Permanent Secretary, Nicholas Pui, who last year vowed to resign if the total number of ambulances were not delivered. Miriam Deborah Gamani reporting for ICU TV News in Lusaka. The Kazungula Bridge Authority KBA, a joint institution between Zambia and Botswana, is set to be fully operational by 30th September 2025, ahead of its official commissioning on 15th October 2025. This was announced during the 60th Joint Steering Committee meeting held in Kasene, attended by Zambia's Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development, Professor Albert Malama, Botswana's Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agnes Mathobi, and technical officials. The meeting focused on finalizing the operational framework of the KBA, which will manage and oversee the Kazungula Bridge, an infrastructure project held for boosting trade efficiency and transport connectivity in the Southern African region. Professor Malama emphasized the importance of the bridge in regional integration and urged all delegates to work with urgency as the commissioning date nears, calling the bridge a shared achievement between the two nations. The meeting followed directives from President of Zambia and Botswana, who held bilateral talks in Lusaka last month. The Ministry of Agriculture has announced plans to train 950 farmers in rice production and processing under a $10.8 million grant provided by Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA. Speaking during a press briefing in Monze, Ministry of Agriculture Acting Permanent Secretary expressed gratitude to JICA for financing the project for the development of rice seed production, field and training facility. He said the initiative is aimed at producing a disease-resistant rice seed to boost production. Acting Deputy Permanent Secretary of Luapula Province, Ivan Siagabuba, said the province's favorable environment makes it suitable for rice production, adding that the project has come at a crucial time when the demand for rice in the country is rising. We take a break for now. Coming up in international and sports news, Mali vows action as Islamist Blockade threatens fuel supplies, and later in the news, Zambia rugby team seeks national support ahead of the competition.
Welcome to Zambia, a land of breathtaking natural wonders and diverse cultures. Home to the Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Zambia boasts a rich cultural heritage, captivating wildlife and a promising future. Zambia is a nation rich in both history and modernity. In the heart of Zambia lies Lusaka, the capital and largest city located in the southern part of the Central Plateau. Lusaka is one of the fastest developing cities in Southern Africa. With a population of about 3.3 million, Lusaka is a center of both commercial and government in Zambia and connects to the country's 4 main highways, heading north, south, east, and west. Lusaka has several cultural facilities such as museums and galleries, which include Lusaka National Museum and Henry Tayali Gallery. The city also has several parks such as Mundawanga Environmental Park, Lusaka National Park, and Chaminuka Nature Reserve that offer visitors a chance to see wildlife up close. Within this dynamic city lies the Information and Communications University, ICU, a place where educational traditions merge with future-focused learning, a place where innovation and research thrive. With a commitment to providing industrial-oriented academic qualifications, ICU stands as a beacon of higher learning education in Zambia, serving over 5,000 students on both distance and full-time learning modes. But what sets ICU apart? It's our core values. At ICU, we cherish freedom of thought and expression, foster innovativeness and creativity, uphold good governance integrity, promote teamwork, professionalism, and responsible citizenship. We believe in strengthening national cohesion and inclusiveness. Our programs are designed to nurture problem-solving skills, a vital asset for job creation in Zambia. We emphasize critical thinking, creative reasoning, and informed decision-making. Our vision is clear: to be a leading provider of quality education across Africa. Our motto: delivering an ICT-enabled education with excellence. Whether you're passionate about technology, engineering, agriculture, or business, ICU offers a diverse range of programs tailored to your ambitions. Our School of Engineering offers unique programs such as Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with Education, Bachelor of Information and Communications Technology with Education, and more. In our School of Humanities and Business, you can explore degrees in Development Studies, Human Resource Management, Journalism, and various other fields. Education is about making a real impact. ICU proudly partners with the Zambia Research and Development Center, ZRDC, to offer scholarships and contribute to Zambia's social and economic growth. Our global reach extends far and wide. Collaborations with institutions like Blockade State Socio-Pedagogical University in Russia and the Academy of Maritime Education and Training in Chennai, India, offer unique opportunities for our students. In a groundbreaking initiative, ICU has joined hands with the Zambia Correctional Service to provide tertiary education to inmates, fostering rehabilitation and brighter futures. At ICU, education goes beyond textbooks. Our vibrant campus hosts numerous associations, sports, and organizations that enrich the students' experience. Our commitment to excellence shines through the remarkable achievement of our alumni who have made significant contributions to society. So, why choose ICU? Because here, you will find more than education. You will discover a community that nurtures your dreams and empowers you to shape the future. Information and Communications University, driving the thrill for the nation in research and innovation.
Welcome back. We continue with the news, and now in our international stories, Mali's military government has responded to growing public concern over a blockade by Islamist militants, and that has severely disrupted transport along key highways and threatened the country's fuel supply. In a rare public statement, Prime Minister Abdoulaye Maïga acknowledged the seriousness of the situation and said authorities are working to strengthen security on affected routes. The blockade are led to deadly ambushes as arson attacks targeting lorry drivers, deepening fears of humanitarian and economic crisis. The insurgents linked to Al-Qaeda are reportedly aiming to isolate the capital, Bamako, by cutting off supply lines. Analysts warn that this marks a significant escalation of Mali's jihadist conflict. Mali is a landlocked country, now faces worsening shortages, especially of fuel, which could paralyze key sectors. The crisis adds to growing instability of Sahel, which now accounts for over half of global terrorism-related deaths. We'll take a short break. More to come in sports news. Stay with us.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Genia Febamoyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself, and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92, and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.
And now in our sports story, the Zambia rugby national team is calling on Zambians to rally behind them as they prepare for the upcoming preparatory matches in Botswana. Cecilia Treasure, General Secretary of the Zambia Rugby Union, says the team is set to play two key matches on Thursday, September 18th and Sunday, September 21st. She urged the public to show their support and encourage the players ahead of the national competition. Head coach Lawrence Njovu confirms that the team is ready for the challenge, noting that these matches will help prepare the squad ahead of the major NEPA Churches tournament scheduled for March 2026. Team captain Bethrock Sikaona also appeals to Zambian fans, asking them to back the team both at home and in Botswana, highlighting the importance of the national support in boosting the players' morale. The team's preparation come at a crucial time as they seek to strengthen their performance and represent Zambia with pride at a regional stage. That sports item brings us to the end of ICU TV lunchtime news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. 8 killed and 10 injured after vehicle plugs into pedestrians in Monze. 5 fire destroys barbershop and clothing store near UTH. Deck Nabs 4 in major cannabis trafficking and possession operation. And in our international news, Mali vows action as Islamist Blockade threatens fuel supplies. And in our sports news, Zambia rugby team seeks national support ahead of the competition. Thank you for staying tuned to our lunchtime news. Stay tuned and stay glued to our ICU TV page for our news in the evening at 20 hours. Have a productive day.